The family settled in Mesquite, Texas, but the marriage was turbulent from the beginning. Betty later claimed the relationship was abusive, though there were no police reports or documented evidence to support that during the marriage itself. What is documented is that Betty was not built for domesticity. She stayed out late, went to bars, and by the time Bobby arrived, the marriage had deteriorated beyond saving. Robert began drinking heavily, whatever love or desperation had held them together dissolved, and in 1969, they divorced. Betty was 32 years old, 6 children, no high school diploma, nearly deaf, and heading directly back into the pattern she'd been born into. Her second husband was a man named Billy York Lane. She married him in 1970, barely a year after the divorce from Robert. This marriage would become the first documented instance of Betty Lou Beets doing something she would do again and again throughout her life, pulling a trigger when a marriage reached its breaking point. During one argument, Billy broke her nose. Betty retaliated by shooting him in the abdomen. She was charged with attempted murder, but when Billy Lane took the stand, he admitted that he had threatened her life first. The charges were dropped and Betty walked. Remarkably, the two reconciled. They remarried, only to divorce again within a matter of weeks. The relationship was over, but it had established something important. Betty Lou Beets would not absorb violence without responding to it, and she had learned something else, too, that if a man threatened her first, the law might look the other way. Her third husband was a man named Ronnie Thrill. Only months into that marriage, Betty attempted to run him over with her car. He survived. They separated but didn't officially divorce until 1979. After the split, Betty went through a period that added a misdemeanor public lewdness charge to her growing record. She was arrested after an incident at a topless bar in Dallas, where she spent 30 days in jail. By this point in her life, Betty Lou Beets had been through 2 failed marriages, a shooting, an attempted vehicular assault, a criminal record, and 6 children she had struggled to raise. She was heading into her 40s with nothing stable beneath her feet. She met her 4th husband in 1979. His name was Doyle Wayne Barker. He was tall, good-looking, a roofer who people in the community described as affable and easygoing. They settled near Cedar Creek Lake in a new trailer home outside Gun Barrel City, Texas. Betty later described him the way she described most of the men in her life, as someone who turned violent behind closed doors. She alleged he had stalked her, assaulted her, and raped her during their brief time together. The marriage lasted 7 weeks. In October of 1981, Doyle Wayne Barker disappeared. No missing persons report was ever filed. Betty simply told people he had left her. Given that Doyle had a criminal record of his own and a history of moving around without notice, nobody questioned it. He had a reputation for being hard to pin down, so when Betty said he was gone, people believed it. What they didn't know was that Doyle wasn't gone. He was still there, buried under the shed at the back of the property.